Right, I think we might get started. So, oh, somebody else. So our intention for our practice today is gratitude, and it's just a great thing to practice every day if you can get into the habit. But I thought especially now, just because sometimes the hardest things to feel grateful or to really notice gratitude about are the things that we do every day. And now that we've been on, in this strange kind of lockdown situation for a while, like at the beginning it was like, oh, this is amazing, I get to just do lots of different stuff and maybe not amazing, you might have been stuck inside quite a lot, but it's just all a bit new at the beginning, and now we're getting into a bit more of a rhythm of things. Maybe the spending extra time with people we love, or having the time to maybe read more or do things that you're more interested in. Might have just become the norm. So just thinking about gratitude in that respect of things that we take for granted usually. I'd like you to just, before we start, just bring to mind one thing that you can be grateful for this morning. Just one thing. And close your eyes and just bring your palms together and your thumbs to the centre of your chest, and just really see that one thing as a word, if you can put that into a word and just see that word in your mind. One thing that you can be grateful for this morning. Okay, and then we'll get started. So if you want to play a playlist, we'll put that on now. I'll just put mine on my end. Okay. So sitting wherever you're most comfy, maybe cross legs or might be kneeling. We're going to bring hands to your belly and just start to feel into your breath. So just notice movement in your body as you breathe. And can you even maybe turn the corners of your mouth up towards your eyes, so that you have a little smile as you breathe. And that's the second thing we might be grateful for, our breath, and that might be the first one. But we'll start to think about that now. Something that we do all the time, but we rarely really notice. You notice how just that gentle smile, also shifting your face in that direction, makes you feel. And then we'll keep the right hand on your belly and just bring your left hand to your heart. And can you start to, if you're not feeling blocked up, can you start to breathe in and out through your nose? Start to feel that movement of breath in your body. And you may even be aware of the feel of your heartbeat under your hand. And that's the next thing we'll be grateful for. That heartbeat. Okay. Let's reach your arms out wide now and have the palms facing forward, and just reach the palms back behind you as if the backs of the hands could touch. And you're opening your chest up. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale and bring your palms together. And then we'll do that again. So breathe in, reach the palms out as far as you can go. And then breathe out and bring them together. Once more like that, breathe in, nice expansive breath, opening the chest. And then breathe out and bring them all the way in towards you. Okay, let's come on to hands and knees now. Let's have the way. And can you just close your eyes as you come onto your hands and knees? And then just really feel into your palms and your fingertips on the ground. So just really focus your energy now on your hands and your fingertips, and the palms, the thumbs, the wrists, and then feel that awareness, that energy move all the way up your arms, all the way up past the elbows and all the way up to the shoulders. And then press the ground away with your palms. And feel that energy as you press down through your palms, move all the way up into your shoulders, and then maybe could you draw your navel towards your spine and the sides of your waist in so you feel strength in your center. So feel how just pressing down through your palms you start to translate that energy all the way down or all the way up to the shoulders, down to the sides of your waist. Maybe could you even feel that in the low back and pelvis. Press into the knees and the feet. And the tops of the feet press to the ground. So even just in this position that we come into quite often, can you feel it differently? So things that we do all the time, if we just bring some more awareness into them, we start to feel them more. Okay, let's tuck your toes under and lift your hips up and back into downward facing dog, Ardha Mukha Shavasana. And walking on the spot, again, one that we do quite often in our flow practice. How can you feel it differently today? Or how can you appreciate it more? By really noticing as you push the palms to the ground, you feel that energy all the way up into your shoulders. Move the shoulders away from your ears and feel the energy flow down. So you can press into your palms even more. And not forgetting that breath, just allowing your breath to wash in and wash out. Okay, one more breath there. And then we'll lower back down to hands and knees. And you'll just take your left arm up towards the sky. Breathe in. And as you exhale, slide it underneath behind the right. Breathe in and reach it all the way back up again. And then breathe out and slide underneath. Twice more like that. Breathe in and up. And breathe out and through. Last one. And we'll stay here just for an extra few breaths. How can you really find space and breath in the places in between, places that you always notice, and maybe somewhere else today. Reach the right arm up towards the sky. And you're just going to circle into that right wrist. One direction and then into the other direction. And you're going to reach that top arm over your ear towards the top of the mat. Creep the fingertips forward. And slide that right hand back in towards your face and inhale all the way back up onto hands and knees. Press both palms to the ground. Sides of the waist, tug in. And we're going to push the floor away quite a lot now. Round your spine, chin in towards the chest. And then come back to neutral. And just move into the other side. So your right arm will come up as you breathe in. Exhale and slide it all the way underneath. Inhale and sweep it up. And exhale and slide all the way underneath. Inhale and up. Exhale and down. Last time, breathe in and up. And breathe out all the way through, staying there. And then you'll creep the left hand forward. Reach the left fingertips towards the top of the mat. And maybe even past the top of the mat. And then slide that hand back in. And press back up onto your hands and knees. Okay, bring the toes together, knees out wide. You're going to shift back to a child's pose. Breathe here for 3, 2, 1. And then you're going to roll forward onto your forearms. So you're bending the elbows. Keeping your elbows underneath your shoulders, tuck your toes under, lift your hips up. And your head's floating off the ground. Press down through the palms, forearms, and feel that all the way up into the shoulders. Move your shoulders away from your ears. Breathe into your belly. And then drop the knees down. Come back up onto palms. And now you're going to lift the knees up off the floor. Now you're in like your hands and knees, but your shins and knees are floating off the floor. Maybe a little smile there. And that really does change things. Okay, and then press all the way back to downward facing dog once again. Walking on the spot, 3, 2, 1. And then we'll start to walk up towards the top of the mat. The feet about hip width distance. We'll just fold here, maybe bending the knees quite a lot, let your head drop. And then we'll roll all the way up, sweeping the arms forward and up, leaning back. And as you exhale, standing up nice and tall, thumbs into the chest. Then we'll interlace the fingers, push the palms away, inhale up. And then exhale over to the side. Breathe in and come up to center. And then breathe out and over to the other side. Breathe in and up to center. And then breathe out and fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale to bring your palms down, step back into your plank pose. Stay here. Again, just really feel how your palms are on the ground. You wake the legs up and really reach the heels back. And as you exhale, lower down, knees, chin and chest, elbows hug in. Slide up on your inhale. And exhale all the way down. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, come down. And let's tuck the toes under, all the way back to downward facing dog. And we'll reach the right leg up towards the sky. Breathe in, open the hip and the knee. And as you exhale, bring it all the way through, knee towards your nose. Breathe in and reach up, open the hip. And then breathe out all the way underneath you towards your nose. Last time, breathe in, reach up. And then breathe out, knee towards your nose and step it all the way through. Inhale, the left hand's going to stay down, the right arm is going to reach up. And then as you exhale, we'll bring the right arm underneath you towards the left leg and move the left leg towards straight. It doesn't have to be straight. So bend the knee, inhale, twist. And then exhale, reach the right hand towards the left leg. Inhale, open up. Exhale, all the way underneath you. Inhale, reach up. And then exhale to bring that right hand down. Step back to plank. And then bring the knees, chin and chest down. Inhale, slide up. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Left side, breathe in, open the hip, bend the knee. And exhale, knee in towards your nose. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, knee in towards your nose. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, knee in towards the nose and then step it all the way through. Keep that right hand on the floor. Left arm comes up now as you twist. And then as you exhale, reach underneath you towards the back leg. Front leg towards straight. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, all the way towards the back leg. Don't worry if it doesn't connect. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, reach all the way back. Inhale up, last time. And then exhale, bring that hand down. I'll step up towards the top of the mat as you breathe in. Feet hip width, exhale, fold. Bend the knees, inhale all the way up and come up to stand. Exhaling, thumbs center of the chest. Okay, interlace your fingers and you're going to press them down towards the floor. So you'll interlace them, press the palms down towards the floor. We're going to shift the feet together so they touch. And then we're going to bend the knees and come back into that chair pose. Okay, so hips reach back behind you. Then you'll take your hands to your right leg, press into the thigh, lift your heart up, and shift the weight into the right leg, bring the left heel in towards you. So you could stay here, or you might start to tip forward and reach the left leg back. Stay there for 3, 2, 1, and then bring it all the way back to center. Reach the arms up towards the sky, staying in your chair pose. And then as you exhale, other side, so hands to the left. Push the palms to the thigh, reach your heart forward, shift the weight into the left leg, hover the right foot up off the floor. So that could be where you stay, or you might start to extend the right leg back behind you. You're keeping a bend in that front knee, and it's okay to wobble around. And then we'll come back. Back to that chair pose, arms come up. And then exhale to fold, bring your hands behind you, interlace them, drop the head down. Bend your knees as much as you like there. Let your head drop. Then release your arms, inhale back up to that chair pose. Exhale to fold all the way down to the ground. Inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale, step your feet back to plank. Let's bring the heels over to the right side. Reach your right arm up towards the sky in your side plank. Okay, so right foot might be in front of the left, or you might stack right foot on top of the left. And then we'll come back to plank. And then let's come over to the other side. Same thing, one foot in front of the other, or stack them. Finding your breath, finding your heartbeat, come back to plank. And then lower down. Inhale, slide your heart up. And then exhale to lower to the ground. Hands outside of your mat now to the edges. On your fingertips, inhale, heart comes up. And exhale, lower it down. Once more, inhale up. Exhale down. Let's bring palms back in under the shoulders, tuck your toes under. You're going to bring your hips back in line with your knees and slide your palms forward into Anahata Asana. So let your heart melt. So not in child's pose, your hips staying in line with your knees and then heart melts down. Maybe your forehead rests on a block or your chin or on the ground. Okay, then slide the hands in slightly, lift the knees up off the ground to hover, and then up towards downward facing dog. 3, 2, 1. And then we'll bring the right leg back up, open the hip, bend the knee, inhale. Exhale over towards your left elbow. Inhale and sweep it up towards the sky. Exhale over towards that left elbow. Inhale, reach it back up. And then exhale and step it through between your hands. Okay, we'll keep the left knee hovering off the ground now and come up into a high lunge. Sweep your arms up. Bring that back thigh really nice and lifted. Okay, and then we're going to come into a twist now. So you might just bring the left arm forward and the right arm back. Or you might bring your palms together and then bring the elbow outside of the knee. So just decide which one feels better for you. Which one feels best for you in your body. Okay, inhale back up towards center. And then as you exhale, we're going to turn around to the side. Okay, we're going to turn both toes in to face the long edge of your mat. And then you're going to turn the back toes to point towards the back of the mat. And bend that knee. Okay, so like a warrior, 2 legs. And then we're going to slide the elbow to the knee on the back leg. Opposite arm comes over the ear. We're going to do this a few times so we'll get it. Oops. Okay, and from there, we'll come all the way back up. Turn the toes back in. Opposite toes turn out. I'm just going to bend into that front knee and reach the arms over to the side. That's it. And then come all the way over to the other side, back of the mat. Elbow to the knee, right arm up and over. That's it. And then curl your arms down. So you'll be at the back of your mat now. Spin the back heel up. Okay, step back to plank. Inhale. And then exhale, lower down. Inhale, slide up. Exhale, lower down. Fingertips outside of the mat. Inhale, heart up. Exhale, lower down. Once more, inhale. Exhale. Hands under the shoulders, tuck your toes. Hips all the way up and back in downward facing dog. Left side, you're going to breathe in, left leg up, open the hip and the knee. Exhale over towards your right elbow. Inhale and reach it up. Exhale over to the right. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale over to the right. Inhale back up. Exhale, step it all the way through between your hands. Keep that back knee off the floor. So coming up into that high lunge first. Nice strong back leg. Feel into your fingertips, let the shoulders move down away from your ears. Then we'll come into our twist, so maybe it's just the arms reaching back. Or we'll bring the palms down, center the chest, and then elbow outside of the knee. Just doing what feels good in your body, what feels right for you. Okay, inhale, come back up to that high lunge. And as you exhale, we'll turn around to the long side of our mat. Turn right toes back to point towards the top of the mat. Bend the right knee, elbow to the knee, left arm up and over the ear. And then we'll come all the way up and over, turn these toes back. Other toes turn out. I'm going to bend into that knee, reach the arms over to the left. Good. And then all the way back over, turning the right toes, the right knee follows. Elbow to the knee, left arm up and over the ear. And then cartwheel the arms all the way down. That's it. Step back to plank. Inhale. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, slide up. Exhale, downward facing dog all the way back. Really good. Drop the head down, breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Bend the knees, look up to the top of the mat, step or hop forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Inhale up to chair pose. And exhale, fold, interlace the fingers behind your back. Use your hands to draw the shoulders away from your ears. And then we're going to bend deeply into the left knee. See if you can bring the left shoulder towards the left knee. And then draw the right shoulder back so you're looking over to the right. Then we'll switch sides going through center. Right shoulder to the right knee. Draw the left shoulder back. Then back towards center. Bend the knees, inhale back up to chair pose. And then exhale, fold down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or hop back now. Plank or chaturanga. Lower it down, knees, chin and chest. Inhale up. Exhale, downward facing dog all the way back. Right leg up to the sky, so do the same thing again. Exhale to the right elbow this time. Inhale, reach it back up. Exhale to the left elbow. Inhale, back up. Exhale, step it all the way through. Reach up into a high lunge as you breathe in. Exhale to twist your version, whether it's just arms reaching out or maybe palms center the chest. Stay here for 3, 2, 1. And then we're unwinding all the way back up to that high lunge, turning to the long edge of the mat. Back toes point towards the back of the mat. Left elbow to the left knee, right arm over the ear. Find some length down that right side. And then all the way back and over to bend into that front knee. Reach the arms over to the right. All the way back around, turning the left toes, bend the left knee. Right arm over the ear. And then cartwheel, arms down. Step back to plank. Hold here for 3, 2, 1. Lower it down. Inhale up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left leg reaches up, breathe in. Exhale to the right elbow. Inhale, sweep it up. Exhale to the left elbow. Inhale up. Exhale, step it all the way through. Back knee lifts. Arms reach up, high lunge. Palms out wide or palms to center and twist. 3, 2, 1. Inhale back up to that high lunge. Exhale to turn to the long edge of your mat. Right toes turn, top edge, bend the knee, left arm up and over the ear. And then come all the way around to the other foot, reaching the arms back. All the way over, bending into that top knee, elbow to the knee, left arm up. Good. And then cartwheel the arms down. That's it, step back to plank. Lower it down, knees or chaturanga. Inhale up. Exhale, lower all the way down. Fingertips outside of the mat. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, come down. Hands underneath the shoulders. Press up onto knees, toes together, hips to heels, child's pose. Bring your palms together. Rest them behind your head, so thumbs rest on the back of the neck or the back of your head.
I've been lost and led by a star. Tonight I'm seeing nothing but dark. Pull all the lights together. So run.
Okay, let's come back up onto hands and knees. And then you can come back up to downward facing dog. 3, 2, 1. And then let's step or hop up to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale and fold. Bend the knees, inhale up to chair pose. Exhale, fold, interlace the fingers. Bend into the left knee, draw the right shoulder back. Back to center. Bend into the right knee. Back to center. Bend the knees, inhale back up to chair. And then exhale and fold down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or hop back to your plank. Bring the heels over to the right side. You can come onto your forearm if you need. Left arm up, feet can stack, or one in front of the other. Or now you might just bend that top knee and do that floating tree pose we've done in regular class. Seems like ages ago now. To float the foot off the thigh. And from there you might come into your wild thing. Lift your heart, lift your hips. And then we'll come all the way back around to regular plank. Breathe in. And then breathe out and over to the other side. So heels over to opposite side. Stack the feet. You don't have to do the same version on this side. It's quite good to balance things. And maybe that floating tree pose. Maybe stay in side plank, or maybe the wild thing. Right toes coming behind you. Lifting the heart, lifting the hips. And then coming all the way back around to regular plank. When you're ready, take a breath in. And then lowering down as you breathe out. Inhale, slide up. And exhale, downward facing dog. Okay, so we're doing it once more, that sequence. Inhale, open the hip, bend the knee. Exhale and step it all the way through between your hands. Inhale up to your high lunge. Exhale to twist. Stay here for 3, 2, 1. Inhale back up to center. And then exhale all the way around to the other side. Okay, turning the left toes to point towards the back of the mat, elbow on the knee, right arm over the ear. And then we'll slide all the way back. That skater's pose. And then all the way to the back of the mat, bending into that knee. Okay, so you could stay here. I'm going to shift back just a little bit so I've got space with the elbow on the knee, or we might add in half moon pose now. So if you've got a block there, you might bring that in front of the foot, or you can use the ground. And we'll shift the weight into the left leg, the left hand. Stack the right hip onto the left. Keep reaching up through the right little toes. Right palm reaches up towards the sky. 3, 2, 1. And then we'll bring both hands down towards the ground. Step the right foot back. And then the left foot back to plank. Take a breath in. And then breathe out and lower down. Inhale and slide up. And exhale, downward facing dog. Okay, so just the same thing on the other side. Inhale the left leg up. And exhale and step it through. High lunge. Inhale up. Exhale to twist. 3, 2, 1. Inhale back up to center. Exhale to turn all the way around to the other side of the mat. Elbow to the knee. Left arm up and over the ear. That's it. And then all the way back to the other side. Bending into the left knee now, reaching the arms over to the left. Skater pose. And then all the way back around to the top of the mat, bend the knee. Okay, so we'll come into elbow to knee first. We might stay here, it's okay to stay there. You might bring a block or use the ground. My technology out of the way. Slide that back foot in. You come up into a half moon pose. And stacking the hips one on top of the other, stacking the shoulders, breathing nice and deeply. It's okay to wobble. Come back into the pose when you're ready. 3, 2, 1. Really good. Step it back. Let's inhale up to reverse now. Breathe in, reach the arm all the way back. And then exhale all the way down to the ground. Spin the back heel up. And then let's step back to plank. Breathe in. And exhale, lower all the way down. Slide up. Inhale. Exhale, lower down. Fingertips outside of the mat. Breathe in. Open the chest up. Exhale, pour it down. Last time, breathe in, up. And breathe out, come down. Hands underneath the shoulders, tuck the toes. Downward facing dog. The right leg up towards the sky, open your hip, bend your knee. And then exhale, step it between the hands. Bring the left knee down to the floor now. We're going to keep the hands on the ground. Just drop the head down. So you feel the back of the neck's long. And can you just sink into the hips a little bit more? Find that flow of breath. Okay, and tuck the back toes under and shift the hips back, flex the front foot. So you're folding over that front leg. So if you've got your block there, you might be up on the block, you might be on the thigh, that feels better, or hands on the ground. Keep thinking about this right hip drawing back behind you, so not allowing it to come out to the side, but just think about moving back towards the back of the mat. And then can you see if you can turn the little toes more towards you as well? So you're not turning the foot in, but your little toes turning towards you. 3, 2, 1. And then we'll really come forward, back into that low lunge. Untuck the left toes. Bring the left palm down to the ground and reach the right arm up. So coming into that twist again. Okay. And then I want you to tuck the back toes under, lift the back knee up. Okay, and then we'll turn the right toes to point out to the right. The right knee is going to follow as you turn the right knee and the right toes together out to the right. Okay, then you're going to rock onto the outside edge of this back foot and see if we can drop the left hip down towards the floor. And then you might need to move this left arm out a bit further to give you some space. Okay, we're all going to be different here. Shouldn't be any pain in your knees. And you might stay here. Or we've got some options here. So we're going to bring that foot slightly further down towards the centre of the mat. And you want to really rest on this left hip. You might need to change this left arm to where it sits to find a comfortable place to be. Another way of coming into this is sitting and stepping your right foot over the left, so that your right toes point towards the long edge of your mat. Okay, everyone's okay there. Okay, then I want you to snuggle in front or beside this right knee and see if you can bring your right shoulder inside the right knee. Again, that might be where you stay. So now I want your fingertips and your toes pointing in the same direction. I'm just checking to see all that you're all makes. This is confusing when I'm in regular class, so I'm just going to see how it goes. So now I want you to bring this right arm in front of the right leg. And again, these are all options. So if you're happy here, you could stay there. If you can wriggle that arm in front of the shin, then we're going to bring both hands down. So you should have left hand right foot, right hand. Now we're on the same fingertips, same direction. Okay. And we'll start to just shift the weight forward. Shift your weight forward. See if you can press into your palms and lift the left hip up off the floor. It might just be for a second. It might not lift up. But think about drawing the sides of the waist in, maybe hovering, coming back down. And then the next stage is to keep the left hand on the ground. The right foot's going to stay on the ground. And then you'll reach your right hand towards the outside edge of your left foot. Okay, so it's a bit twistery, this one. Keep reaching the heel away from you, and then you're going to reach the heart forward. See if you can press into the left hand and the right foot. And then heart comes forward. And breathe there for 3, 2, and 1. And then lower yourself down. Okay, really good, everybody. Unravel your legs and bring the hands behind you. So let's unravel everything and just find some length. Hands behind you, fingertips towards your hips. And then maybe bend the knees and lift your hips up. If that feels okay, and you want a little bit more, then bring your hips back down, extend your legs, reach the toes away from you, and then press into your hands and reach the toes towards the floor. We're all staying here for another 3, 2, 1, and then we'll lower down. And then let's just slide the knees in and give ourselves a big squeeze, a big hug. Okay, and then we'll unravel and turn around to face the mat again. So we've got to do that on the left side, and then we can relax. Okay, hips up towards the sky. Let's lift the left leg up towards the sky. Breathe in, open the hip, bend the knee. And then exhale and step it through between your hands. And bring your back knee down to the floor. Hands are going to stay on the floor. You let your head drop, let your hips drop. And staying there for 3. This way if you like. 2. And 1. And tuck the back toes under. And shift your hips back to fold over that front leg. And keep your left foot nice and active, thinking about left little toes pointing towards you. Left hip reaching back towards the back of the mat. Okay, and then all the way forward into that front knee. Right hand stays on the floor, left arm comes up to twist. And then you'll tuck your back toes under, lift the back knee up. Twisting there. Right, so I'm going to turn around so you can see me when it turns. And then from there, we're going to turn these left toes, the left knee out to the left. So toes and the knee both turn out at the same time. And then come onto the outside edge of your back foot. So you'll drop that back heel down. Okay, you might wiggle it a bit further back, that left foot, and start to drop the right hip down to the floor. So I'm going to take my left hand to the ground to support me and move the right palm slightly further up the mat. And then I can sink down onto that right hip. Okay, then I'm going to wiggle that left foot, heel toe all the way back, or towards the centre of the mat. And remember, you can, that's one way of getting there, or you might be sitting up and step the left foot over the right leg. And you want the left toes, wherever you are, to be pointing towards the long edge of your mat. And we'll bring both hands to again point in the same direction of your mat, so towards the long edge. Hands and feet are all pointing towards the long edge. That might be where you stay here. Okay. Or we're going to start to bring ourselves forward in front of that left shin and bring the left hand to the left side of your left foot. So you should have your left hand, your foot, and then your right hand. Okay, and we'll think about size of the waist hugging in. Your hips might not come off the floor today, that's okay. We'll start to just bring the weight forward. So your heart's going to move forward. You're going to feel like you're going to fall forward, but you've got the strength in your palms and the size of the waist. As you come forward, that might be enough. Or maybe lifting the hips up. And I'm keeping this right heel on the ground so I can really push down into that right heel, push down into the palms. 3, 2, 1, and then lower down. So you might be just practicing with that, coming up and down, up and back. Or maybe bring this left hand to connect with the right foot, and you're going to reach towards the outside edge of that foot. Then it's exactly the same movement. You'll bring your heart forward, press into your left foot, your right hand, reach through the heel. Breathe nice and deeply. 3, 2, 1. And lower all the way down. Okay, unwind your legs. Same as before, hands behind your hips, fingertips pointing towards you, maybe knees bent first. Or if you know you prefer your legs being extended out and away from you, you can go for that version. Press into the hands, lift the hips up, toes reach away from you. Okay, and then we'll lower all the way down. Slide your knees in, and then lower yourself down to the ground. Reach your arms up towards the sky. Let your shoulders be heavy though. Okay, so we'll reach the arms up as high as you can go, and then draw your shoulders back down towards the ground. So hopefully you can see me, but we're going to reach the arms all the way up towards the sky, and then let your shoulders draw down towards the ground. This one more like that, so breathing in, fingertips reach up, and then breathing out, shoulder blades come down. And then just start to circle into the wrists, so just circling your hands. And in the other direction. Okay. And then bend your elbows and lower your palms down. We're going to bring the heels in towards us to come up into bridge pose twice, and then maybe wheel pose. But just seeing how you feel, what your body needs. Okay. So press into the feet, lift your hips up off the floor. Walk your hands underneath you, interlace them, and then draw your knuckles towards your heels. Keep pushing the feet to the ground and try not to let your knees come out to the sides. Feel really active. And just as we really focused on the hands at the beginning of our practice, can you think about your feet now? All those steps your feet have done, those steps you've taken in your life, and all those steps we've still got to take. And let's release the arms and roll all the way down. Take your breath in and breath out. And we'll press into the feet, and this time as you inhale and lift your hips up, can you reach your arms up and over your head as well? Reach your arms up and over your head. Keep pressing down through the feet, lifting the hips up. 3, 2, 1, and then lower it all the way down. Okay, so the third one, we might do that same thing again. So bring arms back beside us. We might do that same thing again. So as you inhale, lift your hips up and bring your arms up and over your head. Or if you want to come into wheel pose, we'll bring the hands the side, the ears. And you're making sure that you feel okay in your spine here for this pose. It is still morning time. Your feet are about hip width distance, just like we don't want the knees to come out when we come up. We don't want the elbows to come out either. So you'll press the hands to the floor and the feet. You'll come up onto the top of the head first. See if you feel okay there. If that feels okay, then you come up. You might come up onto tiptoes. You want to breathe nice and deeply. Stay as long as you like. Lower down when you're ready. When you come to lie down, just want you to bring your feet together, your knees out wide. And just see if you can tune into that energy around your heart. Or just sensation there. Can you feel it maybe in your whole body, from your fingertips all the way down to the toes? Okay, use your hands to bring your thighs together. And then just bring your knees in towards you. Lift your head up off the ground, nose towards your knees, and really snuggle everything in nice and tightly round in. And lower all the way to the ground. And we'll release the left foot to the floor, keep the left knee bent. And then reach the right heel up towards the sky, flexing the foot. Interlace your fingers behind the leg. And that might mean behind the thigh, behind the calf, behind the foot, depending on you. Really let your low back feel heavy. Tuning into the sound of your breath, remembering that was the second thing we are grateful for. Heartbeat. You had that first thing yourself. I remember when I first started this gratitude practice, or when somebody first said it to me in a class I went to, and I really struggled that you had to think of 3 things that you were grateful for at the beginning of class, and I really struggled to even think of one. And then when I was planning this class last night, there was just a stream of things. So from your breath to your bed when you wake up in the morning, to the water that runs from your tap, the water that you drink, the water that you wash in, the water that grows the food that we eat, the beautiful flowers outside, sunlight coming in through the window in the morning. That breeze as you open the window, and that fresh, cool breeze coming in. First sip of your tea in the morning. Somebody's smile, your smile. Oops, tummy. And then we'll bring knee in towards you and just hug that knee in. Slide your left leg away and then draw the right knee across your body and come into a nice twist. There's all these things that we do all the time, every day, that are so amazing, but we just kind of lose the ability to see when we've done them lots of times. It's a good practice to get into, to just help you see all those things again, to help you remember that there is so much light and so much beauty. Okay, we'll come back to center, just hug that knee in and slide it away from you. Just put a breath in and a breath out. And then both knees come in. The right foot stays on the floor, the left knee hugs all the way in, and then reach the left heel up towards the sky. The same as we did on the other side, interlace your fingers behind the leg, calf or thigh. Put it towards you. Breathing, bend the knee in. And then draw it across your body. Coming into that twist. And then come back up to center. Just tug both knees in, lift your head up, squeeze everything in nice and tightly. And then slide your legs away from you when you're ready. Coming into your Shavasana. And settle wherever they're comfortable, whether that's beside your hips or when you're ready. When your world moves too fast and you lose yourself in the chaos, introduce yourself to each colour of the sunset. Reacquaint yourself with the earth beneath your feet. Thank the air that surrounds you with every breath you take. Find yourself in the appreciation of life. And we'll take a deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. Once more. As you start to wiggle your fingers and your toes, can you again just draw the corners of your mouth up towards your eyes? And reach your arms up over your head and just really stretch your fingers away from your toes. Maybe wiggle side to side. And then slide your arms back down and bring your knees in. And wrap your arms around your legs tightly as you can. Squeeze everything in. And then roll over to your right side. Take a moment there just to come back to the first thing you brought to mind that you were grateful for. And slowly make your way up to a seat. Just bring your palms together with your eyes closed. Know that gratitude unlocks the fullness of life. And even if you're struggling to think of things in your practice today, the more you practice, the more you'll see that you can be grateful for. And more of life's little things, as well as the big things, will start to be noticed more. And breathe in, reach your arms up, open your eyes, and breathe out, bring them down. Walk your hands in front of you and slide them away, and just let yourself fold inwards, being grateful to yourself for your practice today. Coming back up when you're ready. Thank you, everybody. Namaste. Have a wonderful weekend, and I will hopefully see you next week, if not before.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Thanks.
Bye. Thank you. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Cheers, Tiff.
Thank you.
Thanks, Tiff. See ya.
Thanks, Tiff.
Thank you.
Bye.
So lovely to see everybody.
And you.
Thank you.